students. Today we are going to listen to a story narrated by the father to his daughter. Now, father writes a letter to his daughter. Now, usually when our parents write a letter, imagine you are kept in the hostel. Now you are in the hostel for a study purpose, and your parents write letters to you. And imagine that you are strictly told not to receive phone call. You need to have conversation through letters. Now, what would your parents write? Yeah, usually parents write about the things whereabouts in the family. That means whatever is happening in the family, and they may give you some suggestions what you have to do, how you need to behave, or how you need to study in the school, or how you can make friends, and how you should be with the teachers or with your fellow classmates, and so on. So all these, maybe they may tell you some entertainment about what are the things that are going on in the family, and the end they may conclude giving you some values, concluding what you should do and what you should not. And we feel very happy to read those letters, right? Because in those letters their feelings they have put out. So when they have written the letter, you may be receiving quite later, but even then when you read that letter, you feel as if they are talking to you. Now here is a similar story, that when the daughter is Harshini, was in the hostel, father is Basavaraj, so he writes a letter to Harshini, daughter. And now what he writes here, what did he write here? Now he narrates the story of Ekalavya. That means in every letter, whatever letters he had written, he would narrate the stories, and through the stories he would give some values or some guidelines to his daughter. So now coming to the lesson, a letter to a daughter. Introduction. Harshini's father works in Delhi and he writes letters to his daughter regularly. Here is a letter. So since he was working in Delhi away from his daughter, and daughter was in the hostel, and hence he writes a letter. Okay, he writes a letter to his daughter, and this is one of the letters. So far he has written many letters, and this is one of the letter. Hope you are fine and have got used to the hostel. So he begins hoping that hope you are in good health and you are enjoying your hostel life. I hope you have read some more books during your holidays. So now father in the previous letter might have told her to read the books. So in holidays, he mentions that in holidays you might have read the books. In my previous letter, I have written to you about the story Punyakoti, story of Punyakoti. Now I am going to write about Ekalavya. That means in every letter he would mention a story, and now he says, in my previous letter I had written a story about Punyakoti. You know the story of Punyakoti, right? It is about the cow, calf and the tiger, right? You know the story of Punyakoti. So now he is going to narrate the story of Ekalavya. Now who is Ekalavya? Now listen children, Ekalavya is a person who had a desire to learn the archery. You know what is archery, right? Archery is with the arrow and the bow. Hunting with the arrow and the bow. Now if you have seen the kings in olden days, kings, they would come to hunt in the forest areas, right? So now Ekalavya wanted to learn this archery, that is fighting through or hunting through bow and the arrow. Now he wanted a teacher. Now someone have to teach him, right? So he wanted a teacher. So he approaches Dronacharya. So now here what happens? Here is a story. Ekalavya lived with his parents in a forest. He used to hunt and fish for his living. He had a great desire to learn archery, but there was no one to teach him. He had heard about the great teacher Dronacharya who lived in Hastinapura. So now Ekalavya was a person who lived in the forest. That means he lived in the forest areas, and he belonged to this tribal group who live in the hilly areas or forest areas, and he usually hunt for his livelihood. That means he would have his food by hunting, maybe by fishing. He had a great desire to learn archery. Now he didn't know to hunt with the bow and the arrow. So what he does, he wanted to learn the archery, but there was another problem now, but there wasn't anyone to teach him. He had learnt about a great teacher, Dronacharya. So now he heard about Dronacharya, who taught this archery to the royal class people, maybe to the princess or prince or queen, king and so on. So to the royal class family or to the noble class family. But to the tribal, it was not possible to learn archery by the guru or by the teacher Dronacharya. Ekalavya went to Dronacharya and requested him to teach him archery, but Drona refused to take him as his student. He said that he was paid only to teach the princess of Hastinapura. So now he requests, Ekalavya goes to Dronacharya and requests him to teach archery. But what he does, he says, I am only paid to teach the princess of Hastinapura. Ekalavya was very disappointed, but his desire for learning was very great. So he thought of a plan. He made a clay model of Dronacharya and made it for his real guru. He prayed before the clay model and then started practicing archery every day. He continued this for a long time with deep interest and great concentration. Soon he mastered the skill and became an expert archer. So now what he does, since the guru was not available, the teacher was not ready to teach him, so what he does, he prepares a clay model of Dronacharya. So he wanted Dronacharya to teach him the archery. Since it was not possible to Dronacharya, so what he does, he prepares a clay model. And before beginning his archery or the teaching, what he is to do, he is to pray in front of that clay model and then began to practice. Then he continued for a longer time since he had deep interest and since he had concentration, dedication in his work, he could master it within no time. Now this was a story that father tells to the daughter. Harshini, don't you think Ekalavya was great? Remember, where there is a will, there is a way. So now he says, father tells to Harshini that, don't you think Ekalavya was great? Without the teacher, without the guru, he has learned an archery, how to hunt with the bow and the arrow. Now Harshini, you have all facilities to stay in comfort and learn and very good teachers to guide you. Make the best use of these facilities and you will surely succeed. So at the end, father gives her a lesson or teaches a lesson or tells a moral telling that, see, you are given everything. You have all the facilities possible. So you have teachers, you have facilities, good facilities, you haven't to work there, You are given everything, and now it is your responsibility, and now here you have to show your concentration, dedication in your studies, and you have to also succeed just like Ekalavya. Have a nice day and take care, my dear. Your loving Papa Basavaraj. So here he ends a letter giving us some moral to his daughter, saying that though you are provided with everything, you are given with all the facilities, now it's your work or your time to concentrate in your studies and come up in life. So children, I want you to read the story of Ekalavya, and you have also another work to know, those who do not know, to know the story of Punyakoti as well. So I would like to stop here, children. So go through the lesson, understand the difficult words, try to practice them, try to pronounce them correctly, and try to write and practice all the difficult words that are given to you. And so here I would like to stop. Have a nice day, children. Thank you.